Hey guys, it's Mrs. Conway. Today it's time to learn how to write the equation of a line from 2 points. So the cool part is that there's not really anything new here. You've done all of this before, we're just putting it all together. So far you found the equation of a line from the graph. You found the equation of a line if I gave you the slope and the point and the y-intercept, and you found the equation of a line if I give you a point that's not the y-intercept and the slope. So now what I'm doing is I'm giving you 2 points, but we've already learned how to find the slope of a line if you have 2 points. So we really just have to add that step at the beginning. So for those of you who like steps, here's the steps that you should do. You should start by finding the slope using the points, which is something you already know how to do. Now I recommend using the table method. You can also use the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 if you prefer. Just remember it's y's over x's. So I'm going to start by putting these two numbers, these 2 points, into a table. Okay, now that I have them in a table, I'm going to subtract the x's and subtract the y's to find the change in x and the change in y. So this I'm going to do -6 subtract 3, which is -9. And if you look here, you notice we're going from +3 to -6, so it should be a negative change. And this is going from -5 to -8, which means it's going down 3. You could also type in your calculator -8 subtract -5 if you can't see that. So we have a change in y of -3, change in x of -9. So our slope is -3 over -9, which is the same thing as +1 over 3. So now we've got a slope. So our next step is to do what we did in the last, well, not the last lesson, but the lesson before that, because the last lesson was finding the equation of a line from a table. If you haven't done that lesson yet, you could do this lesson first and then go back and do that one, because it's basically the same thing. So you're going to need to pick one of the 2 points. It really doesn't matter which one you pick. You might pick, like I think I'm going to use 3, -5 because one of the numbers isn't negative. So you're going to first, so I'm going to use the point 3, -5 with my slope of 1/3. So 3 is x and -5 is y. So now I just write an equation, y equals, and I know it's going to start with 1/3 x plus b. And then now what I can do is I can just replace the y with -5 and the x with +3. Because I know that if I put 3 in for x, I should get -5 for y. And now I just need to figure out what b value makes that happen. So I'm going to solve this equation for b. 1/3 times 3 is 1. So -5 equals 1 plus b. And then to get b by itself, I'm going to subtract 1 on each side. So b equals -6. So now that I know what b is, and I know what my slope is, I can write the final equation of the line in slope-intercept form. Y equals 1/3 x minus 6. And it might help if I make those blue so you can see where those numbers are coming from. And that's really all there is to this. So first you find your slope, then you plug your slope into the equation and use one of the points, it doesn't matter which of the 2 you use, to find your y-intercept, and then put those 2 values back in the equation. So make sure you've got these notes written down, and then go work on the Delta Math assignment. And you notice the first couple problems in the Delta Math assignment are just review of finding slope. So do those, and then you can, you might have already done those. And then the next set of problems is going to just walk you through this process slowly. So pay attention to the pictures that are in there, because some of them your answer is in the pictures. So it'll warm you up in practicing through this, and then you can do a few of these on your own. Remember, I've got office hours from 11:45 to 12:45 every day, and this is what your final test on this unit is going to be about. So make sure that you learn how to do this, and if you don't understand how to do this, you come get help. All right, go get your Delta Math done, and good luck.